today we're going to have the pleasure of interviewing Rosi Maestrey, who is not only a Divorce Club member, but she's also my mom. So you're going to get to hear two divorce stories. You're going to get to hear the perspective of my mom from her divorce, and then also with me. So let's see what happens. This is completely unscripted. We have not talked about what we're going to talk about or anything. It's just flat off the cuff. So Mom, welcome.
Thank you.
Let's start off with talking about what it was like for you when you first found out or when you first knew that you were getting a divorce.
It was sad because I had a lot of years of marriage, and your life becomes a routine, not in a bad way, but there's someone there waiting for you. So you get used to it. That person's always there, and you expect that person to be there when you get home. So that's a very hard part when it starts happening, because then you feel like you're alone in this world because you're walking into an empty space. So that really adds to the emotions. I think one of the things, like at night, I couldn't go out at first because I never went out at night before without him. So to me, to be out driving at night made me very nervous, very scared. It depressed me. Why? Because I was so used to it. So one of the biggest thing when you start is the letting go of the physical person that's in your house or next to you.
Were you in control of your emotions?
No, my emotions were all over the place because it's something that I didn't want. I wish it would have worked out, but it didn't. It came to the point where I was so unhappy, and that's when I realized I have to get this done, because I was so unhappy that it didn't matter what happened in during the day or not. It was a sadness in me that was taking me down. So that's one of the things that I decided. Does this person make me happy? No. This person makes me very sad. So why do I want to be in a sad relationship or an abusive relationship, verbally or whatever? No. So that was one of the questions. He made me very sad, and I didn't want to feel like that anymore. I mean, if I want to be sad, let it be on my terms, but not just walk inside your house and it feels like everything came down. It's like walking into a storm because you're so nervous, and every day it's the same thing, and that's no way to live.
Like, how long before you knew that it was like, okay, has to end?
I think about a good 2 years. I said, this isn't working out. I kept on trying. And then one day I just didn't want to try anymore. And that's the day that your light bulb goes on. Because by that time, you're in control of your emotions. You don't want to be in a bad situation or a bad vibes. It's everything, because if he's not happy, you're not happy. The house is that has no good vibes. Everything's connected. So I tried a lot, and it never seemed to get any better because I tried, but I never seen the effort in him. In him, it was like I should cater to him. I should go to whatever he wants or needs. And he was always right, because you couldn't talk to you need to talk to be able to talk to someone about your emotions and your problems, and not them come back and say, blame you for everything because they can't deal with their life. So I decided that it didn't matter what he thought or what he said or what, it didn't matter. It came to the point where I had to decide, do I want to live like this for the rest of my life? And that made me very scared. And I said, I don't know what's going to happen in my life, but I know it can't be as bad as I have it now. And that's how I decided, you know? And there's no regret in the part that the some of the years were good. A marriage, you always have to work on it. It's two different people. But it shouldn't be that hard. It is hard because you have to work on it, but it should not be a daily thing where it's that hard, because there's something wrong there if it's that hard every day. And when you try to work it out and you want your marriage to work, you ignore and you believe that it's going to get better. And sometimes people take advantage of it because they see that you're trying. So they figure you're going to stay around because you're still trying. And they don't know that in one point in everybody's life, I don't care who it is, just a switch that goes on and goes off. It goes on when you fall in love. And it goes off when it just stops for you. And that's the best thing that could happen to you after the worst thing of not having the marriage work. But it's the best thing, because once that switch goes off, there's no crying, there's no regretting, there's no nothing. It's like, it's done. You know, so I never felt hatred. Disappointment, maybe, but not hatred. You know, it's fine. It's just that I don't want to live I don't want to live like that for the rest of my life.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Divorce isn't the end, it's your new beginning. Join Divorce the First 6 Months on Patreon for informative episodes, expert advice, and supportive resources. Visit patreon.com/divorce the first 6. Learn what to expect from the divorce process here.